Damn it. Hey everybody, welcome back. So today, guys, starting a new project. It's something we've had for a while. I've done a little bit of work onto it, and we're finally going to start to focus on it. And that is our 50 Ford Shoebox. So the plan for this thing, originally when we got it, it had a flathead V8 in it, and I tore that out and sold it. If that offends you, I'm sorry, I don't care. All right, flatheads are cool, but I wanted something different, so we did this. So we got a 55 331 Hemi in here now. So as you can see, I built the motor mounts. I still got to weld those in, but right now it is in there. Still got to do some more work, obviously. The motor does sit kind of high, but that's just because the way the front end is on this thing. It has a gearbox with idler arms and all the other crap. So as you see, in order to get our carburetor mounts level, this transmission had to come up quite a bit. So we're going to be running a serious tunnel in this thing. Still have some stuff to do in order to get it in final position, but yeah, it's going to be pretty beefy. So where we're at right now, so we are still running the stock Kingpin front end. All this stuff will get rebuilt at some point. It's going to come out and we're going to put more modern stuff in. Really would like to do some sort of independent front with control arms, like real stuff, and then rack and pinion. And if we do that, we can drop the motor and transmission down like 6 inches, so it'll get down to more reasonable heights. And then we can do have a little less issues right now. So I have some block hugger headers to go on it, and the problem is they hit the upper control arm. So they hit the mount. They're just some eBay ones, but they hit this mount here, so I'm going to build some headers or something. So, but we'll see. Yeah, as of right now, we're running the Y and Dragstar intake manifolds. It's a longer version with it's kind of a 6-pack on top. So we're going to be running 6 Strombergs or 6 Hollies. Undecided on that yet, but probably be blocking the center 2 off, because trying to tune 6 carbs is not fun. So we might end up with 4, or we might change it all together. With the way the height of the motor is right now, I can barely get my little scoops on that I have for the carburetors. So, but right now it does clear. So we'll run that, and then later on, if we change out the front end, then we can redo everything. So not a huge deal. If you watched my other video, then you already know what rear end is in this. So we got a Ford 88. This is out of an Explorer. As you see, it is all the way against the floor, against the trunk. And this is our ride height. It is set at our ride height that I want to run, which is 5 inches. So 5 inches from here. So roughly here or so is where it'll run. So that's where we're at with that. I did shorten the one side of the Explorer rear end. It's in the other video. I'll post it up. It's 2 7/8 inches shorter, so now they're even, so I can use 2 passenger side axles, and then makes things a little cheaper. So, and it's a 31 spline, so I'm not going to break this with what we have going on. So the motor itself, it's a pretty hot little motor. I bought it from a gentleman who his buddy owed him some cash. He got it from him. The thing was rebuilt back in 02, so almost 20 years ago it was rebuilt, and it's never been fired. It's been on engine stand since then. But I've opened it all up. It has some really good parts in it, and it was done properly with assembly lube, all that stuff, so it shouldn't have any problems with getting it to actually run. It is a 301 poly block, and then it has all 1955 331 stuff on it. So it has all the desirable 331 Hemi parts on it, so all the stuff that people want. So it's got some other goodies inside, but it'll do us just fine for what we're going to do on this. So in the back, we're going to be running an airbag. It's a Slam Specialties 6, the SS-6. We're running those on some truck arms. So yesterday, I got the cross member for the front mounts. So we have that going. I still got to determine where they're going to go. So we'll do some measurements. I did some more research last night, but you can kind of see where the arms are right now. I have Johnny joints up at the front, so it should take care of any articulation that we need to do. Shouldn't have any binding issues. The biggest issue I'm running into right now is this cross member here. When I actually get these up to where, or out where they need to go, it's hitting that. So either going to have to do with that, something with that, or redo our design here a little bit. But we'll see. So that's the plan for now. The body itself is rough. It looks decent. That's because it's full of Bondo. If you look underneath, there's massive amounts of rust and rot. This car came from Pennsylvania. So yeah, and it was skimmed over with some sheet metal and bondoed, and nothing was properly done, so it's all a nightmare. The floors inside all have like street signs that were riveted down. The wiring was a complete disaster. They had trailer bullet lights in there in the corners for like some red mood lighting thing. I don't know what it was. Like, I couldn't even make this shit up if I tried. It was a Pop-Pop's car is what I was told. The dude died and his family sold it off, of course. So that's how it goes. But for right now, we're gonna at least get it going. I want to get it running and driving and whatnot, and then later on the body will get some serious love, or we'll just fix the floors and drive the shit out of it until it literally falls apart. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but that's kind of the plan for now. We're gonna do the Slam Specialties bags on the rears. Up front, I'm gonna flip the axles, or flip the uprights, sorry. And then I have some Aerostar springs. We're gonna see what kind of ride height that gives us. Hopefully it'll drop it down to where we want to run, which is 5 inches. If not, I'm gonna do some shockwaves, the airbags. There's a few guys that have ran those with the stock front suspension setup. It does give kind of some issues just because the way the geometry and stuff is. So we'll see if we can make this stuff work. I mean, the motor's already in there and everything's set up kind of where it needs to run right now. But if it comes down to it, if anything, we can always put a different front suspension in it. So really don't want to right now. That's like later on down the road stuff. If we have any issues, really I'm just trying to get it mobile just in case we have to move next year. Because trying to move all this stuff is a nightmare. So, and especially if the car isn't mobile, that just makes it even worse. So yeah, focus right now is finishing up the 2-link. I gotta make sure this is good where it needs to go. We're going to measure it out there. I looked up some stuff online. I got some info from some old NASCAR guys, dirt guys. They run the 2-links and whatnot. So the biggest thing was trying to figure out where that front, the cross member needs to go, the point. And apparently, so you need to run from where the beam mounts on the tube to up to the kingpin diagonally. That your front mount, the whole thing link should be in line, is what I gathered from some research. So at least it's something, right? Some sort of starting point. As you see, I do have a bunch of different adjustment holes in our cross member here. so we can at least adjust the front of the arms in case we have some issues. I don't think we're going to have any problems, but you know, building this stuff can go. So pretty excited about it. Hopefully once we get this done, like future plans are take this thing on Route 66, do a whole road trip thing, go to all the hot rod shows, take it back home to Hot Rod Nationals. Like that's a big goal for us, and to take it to the Smokies for the hot rod shows out there. So that's end goal. That's going to be a little while, but right now we're trying to get the basic mechanics done, and then we'll deal with the rest. So yeah, that's gonna do it for now. Should have some more videos coming out as I progress through this thing, and then y'all can yell at me and bitch at me in the comments and tell me I'm doing it wrong. So I'm open to criticism and other people that have done this for me, because quite honestly this part is new for me. Full ground up, all this crap. So we'll see where it takes us, and hopefully we don't die along the way. So stay tuned, take care.